Hey, welcome back, Craps Crusaders. I've got a truly interesting video for you today. I'm calling it the I don't know strategy. I don't know what to call it. It's really just an experiment. I've been messing around with this. Spoiler alert, I actually lose a little money playing this strategy in this video. But when you see how terrible my rolls are, it's amazing to me that I only lost this much money. So anyways, out of 10 or 11 tries, I've had 2 losing sessions. One of them you're about to see, and the other ones I had moderate wins. So anyways, it's a real interesting video to watch. I'll be curious to hear the comments about this one and suggestions. If you have any negative feedback, you can go and send that too, that's fine. Anyways, hope you like the video. Like and subscribe. Thanks. Okay, for the I don't know strategy, I'm going to play it at a $10 level, although I probably should be playing it at a $15 level the more I think about it. I haven't done that yet, so we're just going to keep it at the $10 level for now. I've got 620 bucks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 20. This stack of white should help me keep the video moving along faster. So forget about my bankroll for just a second. I just want to show you how the strategy works. We won't play the pass line or don't pass. Once a point is established, we're going to play the 6 or 8, 6 and 8, and we're going to start at the minimum of $12 each. I'm going to go through the best case scenario first. Best case scenario is we hit a 6 or an 8 right away and get paid 14. When that happens, our first hit, we're simply just going to collect it. So now we're only in for $10. Next 6 or 8 hit is again going to pay 14. There's the 14, and here's what we're going to do. If it was the 8 that hit, for example, we're going to take the 8 up another 12 bucks. We've got 2 left over to put in our rack. And so we've got our initial 12 here, and we've got a $24 8. All we're going to do from here on out, every time we hit a 6, we're just going to collect. Whenever we hit an 8, we're going to collect, obviously, take it all down, wait for that point to play out. Let's say they 7 out. We don't have anything out there anymore. And then once a new point is established, we'll go back to $12 each. So that's best case scenario. Okay, worst case scenario, as a point is established, we get our $24 put out there, and immediately 7 out, or at least 7 out before a 6 or an 8 is thrown. What we do in that case is obviously lose that money. We wait for a new point to be established, and then when we come back, we're going to go up 1 unit on each of them. So we're going to have $18 6 and 8s out there. We're going to play it the same way then. First hit, we simply collect. Second hit, we will, whichever hits, 6 or 8, we'll take it up $12. And the remaining money, which will be more than $2 this time, that's an important thing to remember, will go into our rack. From there on out, we'll simply keep collecting on the shorter stack, and when the taller stack hits, we'll take it all down. So that's enough to get us started. I'll show you how the other things work as we're playing. The one other thing I would say is as long as we get 1 hit at whatever level we're at, we're just going to stay at that level next time. And also, we won't go back down into the smallest start level of $12 each until we hit that tall stack. So keep that in mind, and let's go ahead and play it out. So first thing we need is a point. That's a 10, a 6, 4, 10. So we're starting at $12 each on the 6 and 8. That's a craps 3, no help. And we 7'd out, so we did not get a hit. 6 and 8 come down. We'll need a new point. Let's do that first. Hard 6 is the point. So we're at the $18 level now on the 6 and 8. Here we go. 3, craps 3. That's a hard 4. 5, 3, 2, 5. Okay, there's an 8. That 18 is going to pay 21. Our first hit, we simply collect, just like we would if we were at the $12 level. All right, looking for the hit number 2. We don't get it, 7 out. So that comes down. We did get 1 hit though, so we're gonna stay at the $18 level. 6, 1 time too late. There's our $18, 6 and 8. That's a 9, 6, 3, 9. There's a 6, that's the point. All right, that 18 is gonna pay 21. Again, simply rack it and need a new point. All right, there's an 8. Our bets were off. You know, you could leave them working after that first hit, up to you. 4, 3, 1, 4. That's a 9, a 6, 3, 9. Okay, there's an 8. That is the point. It's gonna pay 21. There's the 21. We're gonna take that 8 up $12. I'm gonna steal $1 from my rack. I only let myself take white chips from my rack. Notice I'm sticking 2 red chips in there this time. All right, need a new point. 6. New point is 6, so we're looking for 6 and 8s. That's a 9, a 5, 4, 9. 3, craps 3. Okay, there's an 8, it's good. That's our tall stack. So what that means is first we're gonna pay it out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We've got 30 out there. So it's gonna pay 35. There's the 35. Everything comes down. I'm gonna keep out $24 of this money to use next time a point is established. Everything else goes in the rack. There's this stuff. So we're off. We're gonna go ahead and let this roll out. There's a 6, which is the point. Okay, so we're just starting the process over now. There's an 8. The point's 8. We're back to our starting amount of $12 on each. We don't go down 1 unit. Let's say we had gotten up to $24 units. When we finally hit that tall stack, we go back down to the starting $12 units. 3, craps 3. Here's a 6. It's gonna pay 14. I'm gonna go 15 for 1. Hit 1 is a collect. Yo, 11. There's an 8. 8 is the point. Take the point down. Again, pays 14. There's the 14. So we're going to take that 8 up $12. And we're looking to hit an 8 to be able to bring all that home. All right, there's an 8, which is the point. This particular session, we would have been better off leaving these working. 5, 4, 1, 5. That's snake eyes. Yeah, too bad. 7 out. All right, so we lost $8, that shooter. One time too late, there's the 6. All right, we're still at the $12 level. And an 8 right off the bat. Gonna go 15 for 1. And looking for a second hit. Don't get it, 7 out. We do still stay at the same level because we did get 1 hit. That's an easy 10 for the point. Get some change. All right, here we go. 9, 6, 3, 9. Boxcars. Another 9, another 6, 3. Okay, there's an 8. Again, I'm going to go 15 for 1. Looking for hit 2. Just cannot get going. There's a 7. So lost another $10 that shooter. All right, the new point is 5. We're at the same level. There's an 8. So 15 for 1. And yet again, looking for our second hit. All right, there it is. There's our second hit. So that's going to pay 14. And this time what we're going to do is take that 8 up, another $12. See if we can get something going. No. 7. All right, so I lost $8 that shooter. I can hear everybody. You're just milking your money away. All right, here we go. 10 is the point. And I'm gonna stay at the $12 level. And we 7'd out. We did not get a hit, so we're going to have to go up. We're going to be going up to $18 units next time. If I can win some money, it'll be impressive, because this is bad shooting. All right, here we go. That's a 5, 4, 1, 5. 7 out. So we're going to be going up to $24 units. 7 on the come out. It's a 6, 4, 10. Going to $24 units. There's 50. Our $24 units with $2 change. And let's get a new point. Those aren't working yet. Hard 4. 6, 4, 2, 6. 24 is going to pay $28. Our first hit is a collect, like always. And looking for hit 2. Back-to-back 6s. All right, so another 28. This time we're going to take the 6 up, $12 more. If we can hit the 6, we'll bring it all home. And until we hit the 6, we'll be happy to take 8s all day long. 5, 4, 1, 5. That's a 9. Cannot do it. 7 out. So we still are at the $24 level. We don't get to come back down until we collect that taller stack. 7 on the come out. Back-to-back 7s. Incredible. Really not incredible. There's 3 7s in a row. And a 4. 3, 1, 4. All right, again, there's 50. 20. There's our 24s with $2 change. Here we go. Okay, there's an 8. First hit pays 28. Looking for hit 2. 7 out. We're still at the $24 level. There's 50 yet again. $2 change. Six is the point. 5, 1, 6. 7 out. We're up to $30 6 and 8s next time. Hard 10. There's our $30 6 and 8. 5, 4, 1, 5. There's a 6, gonna pay 35. Collect on the first one. Yo 11. And 7 out again. We're still at the $30 level. All right, I need a new point. 5 is the new point. 7 out. So we are at the $35 level. Bets are not working. 6, too bad they weren't working. That's a 5, 4, 1, 5. All right, there's an 8. 35 is going to pay 42. There's 42. We're looking for hit number 2. It's a 5, 3, 2, 5. Hard 10. Snake eyes. Hard 4. 7 out. So we're still at the $35 level, which we don't have enough of. We're going to go $24 level, I guess. So we'll go 50. You get $2 change. All right, this is it. 10, 6, 4, 10. Hard 4. That's a 9, 6, 3, 9. All right, there's an 8. We've only got $24 out there. It's going to pay 28. Collect on the first one. All right, there's a 6, going to pay another 28. There's the 28, so we're going to take that 6 up 12 more dollars. Rack in 16 that time. 5, 3, 2, 5. Okay, there's a 6. That's our tall tower. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 36 out there is going to pay 42. There's the 42. Everything comes down. I'm going to keep 24 of it for the next shooter. And the rest goes in the rack. So first we're going to wait for either a, there it is, 7 out. 7 out, we need a new point. 10, 6, 4, 10. There's our $12 each on the 6 and 8, back to the starting point. 3, craps 3. That's a 9, 6, 3, 9. Hard 10, hit a point. And the point's moving to the other end, 4. Yo 11. All right, there's a 6. Gonna go ahead and go 15 for 1. Just pay that first one out. $10. There's another 6. There's another 14. 6 goes up $12. Here we go. All right, we hit the 6. So it's gonna all come down. $24 out there is gonna pay 28. Here's the 28. It all comes down again. Keeping $24 for the next shooter. And we're gonna go and roll this out. That's a 9, 5, 4, 9. 8, 5, 3, 8, easy 8. There's big red. Okay. So yo 11 on the come out. And a 4. Starting again with our 6 and 8s out there. And we hit an 8 right off the bat. We'll go 15 for 1 again. There's a 6. It's gonna pay 14. A little change here. Let's do this. It's 10. Okay, so it's gonna pay 14. And that was the 6, so we're taking it up. $12. Another $2 for the rack. All right, after all that change making, 7 out. All right, we got $10 left over here. And, you know, you saw how bad I rolled the dice. So let me get this all organized and see where we're at. Okay, so remember we started with $620. I just had the most incredibly terrible session. And here's where we stand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 520, 523. So, I mean, as awful as that was, I mean, I did lose $97, but that's the second time out of about 10 or 11 times that I lost. So I lost 97 there. The other time, ironically, I lost 90 something as well. So that's what I've seen with this so far. Showing the wins and the losses, and it's kind of just an experiment, like I was saying. So, so let me know. I think the biggest thing would maybe be to start with 18 instead of $12. I think you get more bang for your buck after that second hit by doing that. But anyways, I'll be curious to hear what you have to say. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.